Hi, thank you for joining me on today's Bloom Where You Were Planted episode. Throughout the pandemic, I have found that I'm even more appreciative for being able to interact on social media. It has allowed me to stay in contact with colleagues that I'm not seeing right now. It allows me to listen to the voices and stories of others. I've even been able to celebrate some important milestones in the lives of family and friends. The birth of a new baby or getting a new puppy for the family. I've even been able to see some of my students from 10 years ago graduate from high school. However, it's not always sunshine and rainbows on my social media feed right now. In a time when so much feels polarized and so many people in our country are hurting, what shows up on my social media feed can have a pretty negative impact on my mental wellness. There are times I see a post or read a comment and my heart rate increases, my chest gets tight, I can just feel overwhelmed and flooded. In a recent piece from the Greater Good Science Center, they share that de-stressing from social media is actually easier than we think, and they share a strategy that can help us to self-regulate. As soon as we begin to feel upset or frustrated, we can give ourselves space to deal with those feelings constructively. One way to do this is to pause and kindly ask ourselves 3 questions. 1, what am I thinking right now? 2, what do I need? And 3, what am I missing? This pause where we check in with ourselves allows us to move from our emotional and reactive brain into our rational and thinking brain. As shared by the Greater Good, if we learn to better understand how our reactions can fuel negativity and divisiveness, we can learn to better bridge those divides, maybe even before they become divides in the first place. If we find that it is the right opportunity to respond, then practicing this mindful strategy allows us to engage our empathy and perspective taking. This helps us to respond in ways that open up healthy dialogue. And sometimes, once we've self-regulated, we realize this isn't the right time to respond, and it's better to step away. I wish you happy and healthy discourse in your social media. Please keep taking care of you, and I'll see you next week where we're going to wrap up our final episode for Bloom Where You Were Planted.